We're back at the Preferred Sports Desk, guys. Well, what do we think?
It's a good day to be here.
Good day to be here. You guys got them the last round, huh? 571. We were just sitting here talking, like, gosh dang it, this tough setup. It's the BFI. Like you were saying, there's only a few opens like this that mean this type of deal. So let's talk about the day, guys.
Absolutely. This open is very prestigious. You know, obviously, you want to come here and do good, but anytime you can win money, it's a plus. So, you know, we got our fees back, made a little bit. We'll go on to the next one, and hopefully we'll be back here next year.
There's no doubt about it. You do. Jake, tell everybody if they didn't catch it online or weren't here, tell me about the whole day with you guys.
Well, we had a really good steer on the first one. I slipped a leg, and then Clint trying to get us back in, missed the second one, and then we had no time on the third one, and made a good run on the fourth one, and then we had a pretty stout one on the last one. We made a good run. He clipped the barrier, but we didn't make a good run out in the arena. So I would have liked him not put us behind the ball from the get-go and seen what the day would have had in store for us, but sometimes that's how it goes.
That's the way the old ball bounces, right, guys? That's the deal.
Part of team rubber.
So we're sitting up there earlier in the day, and you ride in the box, and that steer's kind of messing around and whatever, and that old horse, and Kelsey Bramwell's like, have you watched this head horse? I'm like, yes, ma'am.
He's pretty special.
He's really special, isn't he?
He is. He don't move.
He doesn't. It was almost surreal how he just stands there.
Yes, sir. You don't even feel his heartbeat.
Really?
He don't get excited about nothing. He's the same way everywhere.
Is he just cool to be around?
He's the coolest horse, honestly. I've been very blessed to have really good head horses, and he's definitely top of the list.
Yeah.
And he makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah.
Relying on his speed and the way he scores, and to have a guy like Jake behind me that I know likes to throw fast and really good at it, it's a good combination.
What's the plan from here, guys? Where are we headed to?
Man, I think rodeo-wise, we got St. Angelo.
Yep.
We got the rodeo and then the cinch shootout deal down there.
Yep.
And honestly, I think we're going to lay low for a while. Probably till the middle of May or something before we really do much else. So, yeah, he's going to go to Florida for a little bit, and I'll probably hang out and play a little golf.
That a boy?
Yeah, so we've been blessed. We've had a great winter, and so we'll take advantage of that a little bit and kind of ease up.
Ease up a little bit,
and then
catch your breath a little bit.
We'll go hot and heavy at it, when Reno starts, and
awesome.
Keep at it.
Good
it's
deal.
It's going to be a long summer. We got a lot of rodeos.
I mean. Well, I tell you what, speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at your guys' run right here. Tell me about it right here, Clint.
Well, when I went to go right there at first, you see me pull up just a touch. I didn't think I gave him quite enough, so when I pulled up, I kind of pushed my horse over to the right a little bit to try to give me a little bit more time.
Yep.
And then when I dropped it, he was rolling pretty good and just tried to rope. I honestly was just throwing at the cow's head in general. I wasn't worried about horns.
Just
neck,
there?
Head, just go on something legal. Because I knew if I could turn him, Jake was going to hammer him. And it worked out. And like I said, they paid us more money.
Yeah, it's Clint did a great job. I'm riding a little horse that I've had for a few years, but I'm going to start using him a little bit more. And, man, he just did awesome for me. He got all the way around this steer. The steer was running pretty good, really.
Jake, that's got to be hard at this, like to get up and around. You guys got to hustle hard, don't you?
Well, it's tricky because we don't have a heel barrier.
Yeah.
But you still don't want to the heading starts so long. If I shove him at the beginning, then all of a sudden it's even longer.
Yeah.
And so you kind of want to, it's kind of a fine line there. You want to leave them straight enough for them to have a true start.
Yeah.
But then you got to really hustle.
But then that rope goes on and you got to get there, huh?
Which ideally you're not in the situation where you're trying to go fast here.
Yeah.
You can hang back and then just kind of catch up with the header. You can kind of gauge your speed. But day monies here are really tricky. It's but you got to have a good steer. I mean,
this is no way around it.
Starts too long.
You can't make it up
no,
with your
like
rope.
we had one that run in the last round, and like I said, we made a great run. But it's just, when they run, you can't make up enough on them. And so, day monies here are a little tricky, but luckily we got it done.
And this is showing it by the times. Like, this has been one of the trickiest years we've had. Every once in a while, we'll sneak the 4-second runs in here at the BFI all the time. We have 7s placing in the round this year.
Well,
It's a little different deal.
I feel like the years past there's been more better steers, if that makes sense. The few that are in there this year far as better, it's
like more round cows.
More round cows, and I don't feel like the right guys have drew them cows, if that makes sense to you.
100%.
So,
you give that cow to the right guy.
The round before, the round that we won, steer went left, and I tried to throw it at him, and I shot over the right horn. Well, I could have took 2 more swings if I knew the round was going to be as tough as it ended up being, and he still healed him fast.
Yeah.
We win first and second, more likely.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's going to happen that way. Watching years pass of the BFI.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that second round, I think 5-8 won last hole maybe.
Right, it was
Yep.
tough.
I mean, it was a tough round, and
Yep.
so you're thinking, man, typically it only gets faster as the day goes on.
Yeah.
And so that third round was really an anomaly that it was that soft.
That was crazy. And the guys, out of the 4 guys that placed, all of them were in the average. 3 of them were in the top 5.
Yeah.
That's how they were just
When
making
does
the
that
round.
happen in the third round of the BFI?
And like you said, I think a lot of that's just they obviously drew good steers, which
Yep.
you're not going to do good at this roping unless you're drawing good.
Yep.
It's just too tough of
Yep.
a setup. And,
Yep.
and
Yep.
team roping's too tough nowadays. Like
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
care where you go, the guys that win draw good.
Yep.
But they use them too.
Yep.
And that's what them guys were doing in that round. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's take a look here real quick at how the round all shook out. You guys tied with Slade Wood and Gage Williams with a 571 for 7,000. Austin and Jorge got them for $4,000. Clay Trine and Nikki North got $2,000. As we got in here, here's what the aggregate looked like if we'd have put it down right then. Ketch Kelton and Denton Dunning coming into the 5th round were number 1 with a 29.48. Jake Cooper, Clay, and Trey with a 30.50. Clay Smith, Colby Payne. Manny and Evan are still in there. Bubba and Daniel, they moved down a few spots, but they're still in the top 5. Pretty dang tight right
That's
there.
tight,
That
isn't
is
it?
tight, isn't it, guys?
Yes,
29.4 to a 36 in the
What
top
about
5.
them young kids, though, man?
Dude.
They look good, don't
Can
they?
you believe these guys? I mean, how about it?
No, it's unbelievable. I told him, I was like, it just looks too easy for him. I mean,
Doesn't it look like
They look confident in each other,
yeah.
and they look like they're having fun. At that age, you don't have a worry in the world.
I'm not worried about it, especially if you've won. Can you imagine being 19 years old and won 100,000 in 30 days?
I told somebody the other day when I was 26 years old, I think the biggest check I'd ever won was like 3,000
Yeah.
at one spot.
And that was huge.
And that was huge.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, the way that the sport has grown and what these kids are getting a rope for, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's great for the industry and everything as a whole. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I'll let you get out of here. Great roping. Thanks for coming up and seeing me, guys.
Yep. Thanks,
sure
sir.
appreciate it all the time. All right, guys, we've got the other guys that split the rounds. They're going to come up here in just a second. Make sure you tune in to BFILive.com. You are not going to want to miss how this all shakes out. We're easing through the 5th round right here. We got one more to go until we get to the short round. Everybody, we'll be back in just a little bit here from the Preferred Sports S powered by Equinity.